Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley from I Have Plans for You and Ashley Kelly Art. Today I'm going to be showing you my planner lineup for 2026. I have a few sets that I'm going to show you. One is kind of like home related, and then one is like do have a 9 to 5, even though I have like Ashley Kelly Art and I Have Plans for You. So I'm going to show you both of those little stacks, planner stacks. And we're going to get started with my Hobonichi. So this is the Hobonichi Techo Weeks Mega. And the reason it's a mega is because it basically has more notes pages. So just for comparison, so this is my 2025 one. I'm going to take it out of the cover here. So last year I wanted to go neutral. This year when I saw this color on the site, I could not resist it. So I have this pinky color. I'll link it below. I did get it off of Amazon. It gets to me a bit quicker with cheaper shipping when I get it off of Amazon. So I'll link it below. But this is it. And so I'll do like a little flip through a little bit. It starts in December. I think I'm going to start it in December. I'm going to go on ahead and start filling some of this out because as the year progresses, I have some things on my schedule already that are like out into April and May for next year. And this one stops in March for the monthly spreads. Like it stops in December for the weekly spreads, but it stops in March for the monthly spreads. So you can kind of do like future planning. This planner I use as like my pocket / purse planner, and sometimes I decorate it, sometimes I don't, and I've shown you all some of those plan with me's in the past. Just for reference, I do draw these little sheets that I just started doing for Hobonichi's. So you can see those months and all that kind of fits perfectly in here. So like I said, sometimes I decorate, sometimes I don't, but this is what a week looks like. A month looks like, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes. But like I said, this one has way more notes pages. And I find myself sometimes kind of wanting to take notes or make some extra to-do lists just for a single day. And that's what I wanted the more notes pages in the back for. And they're just the grid pages on the creamy Tomoe River paper. It does have the two bookmark dividers. And then in the very back, where is it? You have like other things you can track. It says favorites. This is one of my favorite pages just because if you don't know, I am a mathematics major. I have degrees in mathematics. So obviously the measurements page would be my favorite. And it actually has a like real size centimeter ruler over here. So that's nice. This is for favorites and you kind of mark whatever you want to do there. Your top 100, whatever you want to do, memories, switches to help you focus. I really like these little pages too. A 365-day checkoff sheet. I didn't use this one in my last one. I didn't really find a reason to use it. It does have the addresses page in the back, which this one page is just enough for me because I don't use it. I just like the idea of having it because I am a millennial that used to have planners and address books back in the day. So it's kind of nostalgic. And then this is where you put your information in the back in case it gets stolen. I will say I don't use this page either because if this gets stolen or lost, I don't want anybody to have all of my information. But that's this. I'm going to use the same, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this pen. Right now, this is what I have, but I like to match my pens to my planners, which is why I did use it for this one. And this is a Villa Beautiful pen. I'll link them below as well. But I am going to use, for right now, it'll be what I use. I do think I have a pink one. So if I update it, I'll probably share that on Instagram or TikTok. But I am going to use this frosted cover for it. So my original Hobonichi, and you can't really tell the difference in size because there's so many stickers in here, but my original Hobonichi is not a mega. It's just a regular weeks. These frosted covers fit both the mega and the weeks, and I can show you that just in case you're interested to see. So you just slip it in. This one is a harder cover too, and it's like a cloth cover. I mean, so you can see that fits perfectly. It's so pretty. It really fits more snug and more perfect for the Mega. And then you can slip your pen in like that. I do kind of like this pen with it. So we'll see what I end up using there. So this one is, again, I said this is my purse planner. This is not really going to be a planner. It's going to be more of an art journal. So I discussed with you all last year. This is from Archer and Olive. This is the one that I was using last year. These are the traveler size notebooks. Archer and Olive actually sent this one to me. They sent this and some calligraphs. And I'm going to use this as my art journal just like I did before. So I'm going to open it up. Favorite part about opening up an Archer and Olive journal is that front cover. Oh my gosh, that's lovely. And so then it's just this, I think it's 160 GSM dot grid paper. It's this same paper the whole way through, and it has these bookmark tabs again. I really love those. And the reason that I like to use these smaller size travel notebooks for like as an illustration / lettering journal is because the pages don't feel overwhelming since they're kind of like half the size of a normal page. So I can just draw or doodle or sketch something really quick, and I don't feel like a lot of pressure to fill up the page. So that's this one. I'll show you the back cover. It has the pocket in there. And then that's the back. I do really like this blue color too. Just in case you can't see it really well, this is like a silver foil as opposed to the gold foil that I used last year. I'm not finished with this one yet, so I'll use this one a little bit longer. It might take me into January or February, but once I finish this one, I'm going to go to this little doodle journal. So next, I'm going to share with you my kind of like everyday sit on my desk at my home in my office planner. This one I'm going to use for I Have Plans for You, Ashley Kelly Art, and then I have another business called The Southern Tech Lady where I do websites and like I have a tech blog. So professionally, I am a software developer who moonlights sometimes as a data scientist. And so I have this Tori Artis planner, and I've shared this one already on Instagram. But the reason this one is special is because I'm one of the collaborating artists this year for Tori Artis. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so I can really show you what's inside of here. But this cover is actually designed by me. When you go to her website, I'll link everything below. But when you go to her website, you can actually decide which covers you want. So each of the artists did their own covers. And this is mine. You all know I love flowers. I love putting flowers in vases. And this is my cover. This is the back cover. It says, "Sow with love, plan to reap." I'm going to open it up. It says hello 2026, and then I can put one of my name stickers here. I do still have my custom name stickers that I hand letter for sale on the site. I'll link those below as well. But then I wanted to make sure I flipped here so you can see all of the collaborating artists. So these are all of the collaborating artists. You can read through them here. But then if you look at December, that's me, Ashley Kelly. I Have Plans for You. And I illustrated December. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a flip through so you can see the intro pages. This is kind of like a vision board of sorts. Tori did this page. And then here are our monthly pages. These are pretty. And then each artist did their own monthly spread, and I'll flip back to, actually, let me flip through the month so you can see what each of them looks like. And all of the artists did such a beautiful job. I love everyone's month. And I'm so thankful to Tori for this opportunity. It's July, August, September, October, November, and then we get back to December. This is like a Southern country Christmas theme. So all of these little motifs are kind of like Christmassy country. I really had a great time illustrating all of these. Like it's kind of nostalgic to see this printed and all done up. So I'm going to flip to, you have your monthly page and you can fill that in. And then you have a dashboard page. It says Giddy Up Buttercup. That was super fun to do. And then you can use this page however you like. These are my my color palette that I used. And then I chose the dashboard spread. This is how the dashboard looks. So I really like that you have a lot of space to write what you want to do. And so this says this week and to do within this section down here that always has the quote. It's kind of like a free space and you can determine what you want to do with it. And then there's also a little free space down here like you see on most dashboards, but it is available in vertical. You can get it in kind of like a classic happy planner size with disc punches as well instead if you don't want the spiral. And I think it comes in a few other layouts, but I did opt for a dashboard, like I said. I'm going to flip through just so you can see each page. It has minimal decorations, but it does kind of have the colors outlined in the color theme for the motifs that were used that month by each artist. And I'm super proud of this, you all. In the back, you have some miscellaneous pages. So you have year and color. You can do whatever you want to with this page. Another nice notes or collage page. More pages for you to kind of figure out and fill in how you want. I really like that it's not predetermined what you have to do on these. And then there's the notes section, and all of these are just dot grid pages. And then you have some lined pages. These lines are super light. I'm going to bring it up so you can maybe see the lines there. I prefer dot grid. I think we all know that by now if you've been here for a while. But this is the back page. It just says Tori Artis Luxury Planners. Like I said, I'm going to be using this for all things work for all three of my personal businesses. The last planner that you all have already seen, because I did a complete video related to this entire brand, and it's Fancy Budgeting. It's the Budget Book to Fancy. And this planner is super looks. All of my planners this year are super looks, and they were super kind of like hand-picked, and I'm really happy with everything. I feel like I have planner piece this year, but it came with this pen, and so that's the pen I'm going to use with it. But this is like a leather cover. I'm not going to do a full flip through. I will link the flip through that I did before to this video and you can go back and watch it. But this planner is by Fancy Budgeting, and obviously it's a budgeting planner. Honestly though, you can use this planner as your daily planner. If you just want one planner and you're not like me and you use a whole bunch of planners, you can just use this one planner. And I'll show you why. So it has absolutely everything you need for budgeting. I was trying to kind of leave it on this page for a little while so you can see everything that's included. But then let me show you what the actual months and weeks look like. So look at all these pages I'm flipping through, and all of these are budget specific pages. It has absolutely everything you need. If there's a page you don't want, you can just tear it out. However, this is the first monthly page, and it comes with stickers. So you can kind of put what you want where. You even have the days of the week. And then it has smaller monthly stickers as well. See, I thought I had those in the back here. But like I said, I did a whole video on this one. You have each month and then more budgeting per month. But then, okay, and then you have your paychecks for the whole month. Notes, and you have the specific calendar for a certain month, and then it repeats like that. So you can really use this planner for, your day-to-day stuff. It has notes pages in it. I just really like that she thought of everything. But like I said, I don't want this video to be too long because I already did a flip through and a full discussion of everything that comes in the kit. She did gift me this planner as well. I'll link the video below, as I said. But now we're going to get into the stuff that I take to work. Like, this is going to sit on my desk at work, and you all might not ever see this stuff again. Now, I will say you will see it because all of this is available on my shop. So all of these are my illustrations. This is a notepad. So you can see every page is just the same page. I like to use these to make like notes that are scribbles that aren't really organized, because then I can just tear the page off and it doesn't make me feel like chaotic or anything. These designs, these roses and these colors, came from the Floral Resilience sticker pack that I illustrated, and it's just been so heavy on my mind. That Floral Resilience collection was really like a rest, reset. It just the blue is peaceful to me. I wanted to create an entire collection. So the stickers are available, but then also all of these are sold separately, but you can get a notepad. It just says thoughts and things, and that's my hand lettering. Then I have the spiral notebook. So this is what I'm going to actually use to take notes, like in meetings and stuff like that. And then I also use these to, I'll open it up so you can see. It's just dot grid paper. Just dot grid paper. And then it says, remember to include you in your plans. The back is the floral, all the floral motifs. I love these so much. It takes me so much not to keep drawing these flowers over and over again. But this is just remember to keep you and remember to include you in your plans. And then this is what I'm going to use for meeting notes. I am extra like that at work. I like to match. I like to keep my desk cute, even though I work around a bunch of men, being in a tech field. And then this is going to be kind of like my daily to-do list. This is actually a notepad as well. It opens this way. See that? There are 40 sheets in here, so there are enough for a like, you know, working until you get tired of this one and you want to come to the shop and purchase something else. I will link all of these below, and I do plan on having more of these little collections. So in case you're not into the blue flowers, then I have other ones that are available. Like I have them in the Shroomy Little Gnomes collection. I have them in the Pretty Yummy Treats collection already. And then I have a few others that are going to come to the shop next year. All of these are sold separately, so you don't have to worry about trying to buy them, paying too much and thinking like, I don't really want one piece or the other one. You can buy whichever one you want. But this one I'm going to use as kind of like my daily to-do list while I'm there at work. So it has, and you all actually saw me draw this out in one of my bullet journal videos. I took that spread that I drew and put it on a notepad, and then I just added a place for you to put the month. All of this is my lettering. And oh yeah, little shameless plug, if you want to learn how to letter like me, I do have a lettering course on my website, and it's easy to access. It's very well priced in my opinion, and there's a new bonus video on there now for the holidays, so check it out. But this is my little planner stack that I'm going to keep on my desk at work. And this is everything that I have, you all. These are all of my planners for 2026. Let me know what you're going to be using. Let me know if there are any questions that I didn't really answer in this video that I didn't think of. I will make sure to answer them in the comments. And this is it. I'll see you all later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and continue to keep up with all things going on at I Have Plans for You and Ashley Kelly Art. I'll see you guys later. Bye.